Amazon is the biggest online retailer in the entire world, and they have some of the best gaming PCs that you can buy in 2026. However, they also have some of the worst ones because of how many options they have. And if you don't have enough PC knowledge, you might end up choosing the wrong one with bad components all around or a horrible price for the performance that you are getting. Now, in this channel, I have tested many different Amazon PCs in the past. That's why I will tell you about the 5 best Amazon systems that you can get right now for every budget and every resolution, including 1080p, 1440p and 4K. You will find the links to every PC I will mention today down below in the video description box with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. If you're looking for the best price to performance Amazon deal, then I highly recommend you getting this first system on the list, which I've been recommending for a while in the Skytech Gaming Nebula. This PC right here has the NVIDIA RTX 5060 Ti 16GB model. It's going to be amazing when it comes to pure performance at 1440p resolution on high to ultra settings, no matter the type of game. So you can play the latest, most high demanding games out there and still achieve smooth frame rates. And of course, if you have a 1080p monitor, you are going to be achieving even faster performance, and also 4K depending on the game and depending on the settings. But if you're playing popular, easy to run games like Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA 5, you will have no issues when it comes to 4K resolution, 60 plus FPS on average. You also get a Ryzen 7 processor, a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, and one of the most important things, you get 32 GB of RAM, which is unheard of at this price point because RAM prices are horrible right now. So that's amazing to see. You also get plenty of airflow because you get 4-point fans and you get an aftermarket CPU cooler. Now, the price for this one will be $1,200, which is a very nice price for a 32 GB of RAM gaming PC with a 5060 Ti. Overall, in my opinion, this is the best value gaming PC that you can get right now on Amazon, and it's not even close. Now, if you're searching for more of a premium system for 1440p resolution, I do recommend you getting the Panorama RTX 5070 system. The 5070 is going to be quite faster than the 5060 Ti from the last system, and in terms of pure performance, we are talking 100 plus FPS on average on the most high demanding games out there on high to ultra settings, and it's also going to be a much better option if you decide to play at 4K resolution because you get faster performance. So you can easily play at 4K 60 plus FPS on average in high demanding titles, especially if you're playing with DLSS enabled, which is the upscaling technology from NVIDIA, and it works amazingly well, especially at 4K. Of course, if you have a 1080p monitor, you are going to be achieving even faster performance, and here you also get a Ryzen 7 processor alongside 32 GB of RAM, so it's also a really nice PC when it comes to productivity work, content creation, streaming, and esports shooters. So if you want to play a game like Valorant or Fortnite, you are going to be achieving great performance. So feel free to go with a high refresh rate monitor. You also get a 1TB SSD in total, plenty of RGB fans by the way, and of course you get Wi-Fi included as well. And all of this for the price of $1,470, which is not cheap, but it's definitely a nice price because for under $1,500 you are getting a very complete system. And by the way, if you want the best value 4K system, so you want to play at 4K or you want to max out 1440p resolution gaming, I do recommend you switching to the Skytech Gaming Chronos 3. This PC right here is one of the most premium systems out there because you get the fastest GPU in the entire market from AMD in the RX 9070 XT. You are going to be achieving great performance at 4K on high to ultra settings. I'm talking 80 plus FPS on average or even faster performance if you play with FSR enabled, which is the upscaling technology from AMD. On top of that, you get one of the most power efficient A-core processors in the entire market in the Ryzen 7 7700, which will also allow you to play esports shooters at very high frame rates. With this PC, you can easily fit a 480Hz 1440p display if you want to compete in those types of games, and you also get plenty of extra storage in 2TB of SSD. You also get 32 GB of RAM, but this time this is DDR5 memory, 6000 MHz timings. If you don't know much about computers, basically this is the sweet spot when it comes to memory and timings. The price for this system will be $1,800, which is not cheap, but again, in my opinion, this is the best price to performance system that you can get if you want to play at 4K or if you want to max out 1440p resolution gaming. If you have more money to spend though and you want a high-end computer for 4K, then I do recommend you getting the O11 Vision Gaming PC. This system right here has the fastest CPU in the entire market in the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, which is also very fast for content creation. And the thing that you have to know about this CPU right here is that you will be achieving the highest frame rates when it comes to esports games. On top of that, you get the RTX 5080, which is one of the fastest GPUs in the entire market. In fact, it is the fastest after the RTX 5090. So you will be playing at 4K on ultra settings, achieving great frame rates. You can easily play with ray tracing enabled in most games at 4K, which is a huge plus if you care about ray tracing at all. And you also get plenty of storage once again in 2TB of SSD, 32 GB of RAM with amazing timings once again. Of course, it's going to be quite expensive because this is more of a high-end system at around $2,900 by the time of filming, Maybe when you're watching this, the price is different, so I do recommend you checking the latest prices and availability from the links down below in the video description. And if you don't care about money, you just want the fastest performance out there for both gaming and content creation at the same time, I do recommend you getting the Legacy 4 PC. This is going to be the most expensive one on the list by far. You get the fastest CPU in the market in the Ryzen 9 9950X3D, alongside the fastest GPU in the market in the Nvidia RTX 5090. So you will be able to max out both gaming and productivity work, and you will be playing the most high demanding games out there at 4K resolution with the highest frame rates. You also get 64 gigs of RAM, which is an insane amount, and you get 2 TB of Gen 5 SSD, so the fastest speeds that you can get on a drive. Overall, this PC is just top tier, but the price is $5,700, so very expensive, and I only recommend you buying this one if you just don't care about money, or if you're a professional creator who wants to invest in the best of the best. And also down below in the video description, I will leave 2 bonus systems. One of them will be the best one for under $1,000 if you're working with a tight budget and you want a nice PC to play at 1080p resolution in high demanding games or esports shooters, and you also want 32 gigs of RAM for that sweet streaming and content creation performance. That system will be perfect for you. And then I will also leave an Esports Pro PC, so if you mainly focus on esports games like Valorant or Fortnite, and you want a 540Hz or a 480Hz monitor, then I do recommend you getting that one because you get the fastest CPU in the entire market, and it is not as expensive as the 5080 system I mentioned. Because to be honest, if you mainly play esports games, spending more than $2,000 to $2,300 is not going to give you that much more performance. You will not notice a difference when it comes to FPS. By the way, that PC that I will leave as an Esports Pro PC is also amazing when it comes to high demanding ones. So you're not limited to just esports games, but if you mainly focus on those and you want the fastest performance for the price, I do recommend you getting that one. And if you don't care about the company where you buy your PC from, you just want the best deal for the price that you are paying, so you don't care if it's Best Buy or the companies themselves, I do recommend you watching my video on the best pre-built gaming computers for every budget and every resolution from any company. I just go through the best deals that I find. You will find that one in the top right corner of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.